How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to SCC. This episode we're going to be talking about gearing. So I'm getting more and more comments about people buying the rear sprocket adapters from mmbikeparts.com or wherever, and they're asking me, well, what size do I get? You have a 36, you have a 40, you have a 44, and you have a 48 tooth choices from there. Now, you have a front sprocket. As everyone probably already knows, I only run 4-stroke engines. So on the sprocket, the really small sprocket that's coming off the centrifugal clutch from the engine, it's usually a 10-tooth sprocket. I'm not saying they don't exist, I just haven't found any other options online anywhere on where to buy different size front sprockets. So I've just ran the stock 10-tooth sprockets that come with it, and only change the size sprockets on the rear of the bike that mounts to the hub. So for me, my riding style, I'm about 165 pounds, living in Twin Cities, Minnesota area. It's hilly, I'd say light to moderate hills, nothing super steep. And my last build, I ran a 36-tooth sprocket, which gave me a top speed of about 31 to 33 miles an hour. Flat ground, smooth pavement with no wind, and decent torque. So I was able to start out from a dead stop with no pedaling necessary. It was a slow start. I usually always gave it about a half dozen good pedals just to kind of help it along and take some of that load off the engine. And as far as hills, moderate hills, I was able to climb them without any assist for pedaling or anything like that. I remember going up, I don't know what degree, but a pretty moderate hill, plus with a pretty good wind coming at me, knocked me down to about 19 miles an hour. It was close to that point where I was going to give up because it was a really heavy load on the engine. And 19 miles an hour on a single speed beach cruiser, there's no way you're going to pedal to help it out, but it still had enough power to get me going up the hill and finish the hill out. So for me, 36-tooth sprocket is plenty for my weight, for my area as far as hills and my riding, which I always do on paved or gravel. So now I also have ran a 44-tooth sprocket, which is second from the top. So the bigger rear sprocket you go with, the lower top speed you're going to have, but the higher torque you're going to have. So with the 44-tooth sprocket, I dropped down to about 21 to 23 miles per hour for top speed, but I had unbelievable torque. That same hill, literally didn't change my speed whatsoever. I think it changed it maybe a mile or 2 per hour, and that was it. And that was with the wind again. So you're going to lower your top speed, but you're going to gain on your torque for hills, for starting out. So there was no need to pedal at all. You twist the throttle, and I had plenty of power to take off. In fact, if there's any gravel or anything, I would actually have to be careful a little bit. I would actually start spinning the back tire out if I was taking off and leaning around to turn a corner. So 48 tooth, you're probably going to be in the high teens to mid to high teens for top speed, and then even more torque. So I get a lot of people, depending on their weight, depending on where they're from. I mean, if you're, I'd say around 200 pounds and only ride flat ground, 36 tooth would probably be your best option. If you're in a really hilly area or you're 250, 300 pounds, I'd go for a 44 tooth or 48 tooth sprocket, so you can still get enough power out of the regular 49cc 4-stroke engine. You're just not going to, you're just going to have to change your sprocket options depending on your weight, depending on your riding style, things like that. 40 tooth I never tried. I always jumped from a 36 to a 44. So 40 tooth you'd probably be, I'd say, mid to high 20s for a top speed and pretty decent amount of torque. So I hope that gives you some idea of how to choose your sprockets. So when you're looking and you're trying to think, hey, what should I do? Then I hope this will give you some direction. If not, feel free to email me at sinistercustomcycles@gmail.com. Where you're from, as far as, do you have a lot of hills? Are they light hills? Are they moderate? Are they really, really steep? Are you living in a mountainous area where you have long grades and 5, 6, 7 miles and you're going up a moderate to steep hill? Send me that information, rider weight, and then I can kind of help you out and choose the best sprocket for you. So, hope this helps you out. Alright everyone, thank you for watching. I hope this helps you out a little bit. If you do have any further questions on choosing the sprocket or top speeds, torque, things like that, depending on your area that you're in as far as hills, flatland, rider weight, things like that, then feel free to either comment or preferably email me at sinistercustomcycles@gmail.com, or you can also go to the Facebook page at facebook.com/SCCMN. As long as you're there, like the page, and also if you got a really cool bike or any motorized bike for that matter, post some pictures and write a little description of your build. Love to see it. I know a lot of other people on there would love to see it as well too. So thanks again for your support. More videos coming. I'm taking all the comments and suggestions and trying to put that in the video to help you guys out. So keep those coming. Like I said, either comment, email me, sinistercustomcycles@gmail.com, or hit me up on facebook.com/SCCMN. Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you soon.